My name is Terry Sippel-Schmidt, and I am the SIIM Student Project Hackathon Party Coordinator. Today, we're going to go through some of the roles and responsibilities. In the very near future, you're going to ask to select and prioritize your roles and responsibilities. So let's jump into that right now so that you can know what you're signing up for. All right. You'll be asked and it's all of your software developers, because this is a software hackathon, and you need to learn things like Fire and DICOM. But in addition to a software development role, there's one of several other roles that you can select from. The first is clinical story development or use case. There's one of these per team, but everybody needs to understand it. So what this person will do is they either have a clinical background and they'll be working with perhaps a radiologist or two or five to develop the clinical story. So for example, the patient was a 72-year-old male who had a certain set of conditions, and because of these conditions, they needed a certain type of imaging. So we can go through all of those things, but you need to tell a story. And it becomes a very specific story about the surgeries they've had in the past and what their blood counts are, because it all leads into the diagnosis potentially. The second role is perhaps we'll have three per team, one per day, but it's a social media manager. And what you need to do as a social media manager, so this might be, you might have two roles plus this one, is for your team, do at least one post a day. All of you need jobs. So part of this is to advertise yourself on LinkedIn. If there's other social media platforms you'd like to use, that's great, but you'll be identifying SIIM, you'll be connecting to SIIM, you'll be connecting to the hackathon, you'll be connecting to the different universities, and you'll be posting a picture or five about your hackathon team and what they did that day. Kind of a fun role. It doesn't take very long, but it's really important. The next role, and there's pretty much one per role on this, one per team on this, is the presentation manager. This is a really important role. Get to know PowerPoint well. You need to be a good speaker, but you need to be good at graphics, getting your idea across. At the end of the hackathon, you will do a presentation to as many people as want to attend. Usually it's about 100. So it's a large audience. And you need to be able to tell people what your clinical problem was, what you did, how you solved the problem, what the individual roles were, and how you are making the world a better place. So this is a communication role, but a lot of it is the PowerPoint presentation. You will begin developing the PowerPoint presentation in addition to software development the day you arrive. This is not something that we let go and do it in the last hour because it's too important. The next role is Agile Software Project Management, so Sprint Manager. We'll be using GitHub Project Management because it's easy. It's easy to use, but you're going to need to go figure out how to use it. So it's Agile software development. And so you're going to be developing certain sprints. It's only a 3-day project, so there's not going to be too many of them. It might only even be one, but we're going to demonstrate how to use Agile Project Management in a board to identify who's doing what as part of the work breakdown structure. Work breakdown structure is really important. So that's another role. So if you like project management and you like working with people, this would be a great role. GitHub Manager is the last role. GitHub, as I'm sure you know, is a source code development system. And the key thing there is getting software from different people and putting it together and doing branch merges, doing pull requests, and making sure that the software builds at the end. This is about as real world as it gets. And so if you have never used GitHub and you'd like to learn it, this is also a great opportunity. And on that note, we're going to go develop some additional videos for what the different clinical projects are that we are proposing for the different student teams. Have a great day.